Hi everyone, my name is Tangsho Khabile. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking the play button. I'm excited about the part 3 of Jeremiah Bible study. In part 3, our title is From Miserable to Best. From Miserable to Best. Our study will be coming from Jeremiah chapter 18 verses 1 to 6 NIV version. Verse 1 of Jeremiah chapter 18. This is the word that came to Jeremiah from the Lord. Go down to the potter's house, and there I will give you my message. So in part 1, we learned that of this Jeremiah Bible study, we learned that when God gives you an assignment, He also orders your steps. He tells you how to action that assignment. And God here is saying to Jeremiah, He's giving him instructions. Go to the potter's house, and when you get there, I will give you my message, God's message, so that Jeremiah can communicate that message to the people. Verse 3. So I went down to the potter's house, and I saw him working at the wheel. Verse 4. But the pot he was shaping from the clay was mud in his hand. So the potter formed it into another pot, shaping it as seemed best to him. So the English meaning of this word mud, it means damaged or spoiled. And the word it's spelled as MARRED, damaged or spoiled. So Jeremiah went to the potter's house, and the pot that the potter was shaping from the clay was damaged and spoiled. Do I have people watching this video who are damaged? People who are miserable? You woke up this morning feeling miserable. You've been miserable for months or even years. And there are reasons for you to find yourself in that situation. You might be miserable because someone violated you. You were fine, you were a good person, but the enemy came and damaged you. Or the reason you are miserable is because of your actions. You made bad decisions, bad connections, and they made you miserable. And in this story, the potter represents God, the pot represents you and I. What we are learning from the story, the potter took this damaged pot and did two things. The first thing that the potter did, he used the same clay to form it into another pot. Another pot, it means a new pot. So God can do the same to you. God can do the same to you. God can take your damaged heart and form a new heart. God can take your damaged character and form a new character. God can take dirty things, miserable things, painful things, and form a new thing. The potter took the damaged pot and formed it into a new pot. The second thing that the potter did after he formed this new pot, he shaped it as seemed best to him. He shaped it. After this new pot was formed, he now did the shaping. He shaped this pot as seemed best to him. So, and that is our God. That is our God. He can shape you until you become the best to him. He can do that. He can do that. He can do that. And we need to become the best for him. God can deal with your issues, form you into a new being, and make you the best. God can deal with your issues. That's what the potter did with this pot. He took this spoiled pot. He took the clay of the spoiled pot, formed it into a new pot, and then shaped it. Shaped it until it became best. So, and I've seen God doing that to me. I've seen God dealing with the issues dealing with brokenness, dealing with pain in my heart, and really forming me into a new being. And I've seen God shaping me, shaping my character. And I think the interesting thing about the shaping is that it's a process that goes on. It's the process that goes on. The shaping is the process that goes on. And verse number 5, then the word of the Lord came to me. Verse 6, he said, can I not do with you, Israel, as the potter does, declares the Lord? Like the clay in the hand of the potter, so are you in my hand, Israel. What a verse of healing. It's a verse of healing. Like a clay in the hand of a potter, so are you in my hand. So are you in my hand. And I was just, there was this other time, I think it was last week, I had this other testimony that I was sharing with my daughter, and I said, the hand of the Lord is in my life. The hand of the Lord is in your life. Like a clay in the hand of a potter, so are you in my hand. And that's the reason we need to trust God. We need to trust Him, because the very same thing that the potter is doing with the pot, forming it into a new thing, into a new pot, shaping it until it becomes the best. So is our God. So is our God. So in today's Bible study, we learned about God, we learned about His character and His care for us. I think the part that we can do, because there is always a part that we need to play, the part that we can do is to remain in Him. Let us remain in God. The part that we can do is to present our pain to God and ask Him to form us into a new being. Yeah, I think it's so important that we learn and we get used to taking our misery, taking our pain, taking our issues to God, so God can form a new thing. And the part that you can also play is to ask God to shape us until we become His best. God can do the shaping. God can do the shaping. And we need to just come to Him and say, Lord, I have issues. I have issues. I have heaviness of the heart. I have things in my heart. I have this character that I'm not proud of. I have these things that are happening in my life that only you, God, knows about it. And Lord, form me, Lord, shape me until I become your best. Until I become your best. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you again next time. Goodbye.